Sometimes, life places a heavy stone right in our path, a problem we didn't ask for, a challenge we weren't prepared for. And in that moment, most of us do what's easy. We complain, we blame, or we simply walk away. But what if every obstacle is actually a hidden opportunity? What if the struggle you're facing today is carrying a gift you can't see yet? Today's story will show you exactly that. A story of a king, a road, a giant rock, and one ordinary man who discovered a truth that changed his entire life. Once upon a time, in a peaceful kingdom, lived a king known not only for his intelligence, but for his incredible ability to think far ahead. He believed that the true strength of a nation wasn't in its gold, its army, or its power, but in its people, their courage, their character, and their willingness to solve problems instead of avoiding them. One morning, the king woke up with a brilliant idea, a lesson he wanted to teach his sons, and maybe even his entire kingdom. He called his soldiers and said, "Place a huge stone right in the middle of the main road. I want to see how my people deal with obstacles." The soldiers followed the order, placing a massive rock in the center of the road. Then, quietly, the king climbed a tall tower with his sons, a place where they could watch everything without being seen. Soon after, a group of nobles came riding by in their decorated chariots, fine clothes, loud voices, surrounded by servants carrying their things. But the moment they reached the rock, their chariots stopped, their faces twisted with anger. "What kind of king allows this?" they shouted. "Doesn't he care about his roads?" They complained loudly. They cursed the situation, but not one of them even touched the rock. Not one tried to solve the problem. Annoyed, they simply turned around, choosing another road. The king's sons watched quietly. The lesson had only begun. Hours passed. The sun climbed high, burning hot. Then came a group of tired farmers, walking slowly after a long day in the fields. Sweat dripped from their faces, their backs aching. They stopped when they saw the rock. One farmer whispered, "Maybe this is a test from God." Another nodded. "Maybe we just need to pray." They closed their eyes, offered a few words, and continued walking. The rock remained exactly where it was. The king's sons looked confused. Good people, but no action. Later, a proud warrior rode by the king's most loyal knight. Strong, disciplined, respected. The moment he saw the rock, his expression changed. "This could be dangerous," he said immediately. He turned his horse around and rushed toward the palace to inform the king. He did his duty, but never once tried to move the rock himself. The king nodded silently. Another lesson for his sons. Evening approached. The sky turned gold, then orange, then deep purple. Finally, a simple farmer appeared. No servants, no chariot, no horse, just a tired man carrying a heavy load on his shoulders. His clothes were dusty, his body exhausted. Every step looked painful. But when he reached the rock, he stopped. He didn't complain. He didn't pray for someone else to fix it. He didn't think about going back. Instead, he took a deep breath and said to himself, "If I don't move this rock, many people will suffer tomorrow." He set down his heavy load, bent his knees, placed both hands on the stone, and started pushing. At first, nothing moved, but he kept trying. His muscles shook. Sweat rolled down his face. His breath grew heavy. People passed by. Some stared. Some laughed. But he didn't stop. Finally, with one final push, the giant rock rolled off the road. He collapsed to his knees, tired but relieved. Then, something caught his eye. Right where the rock had been, there was a leather pouch. Inside it, shining gold coins. The farmer froze, shocked. He looked around, wondering if it was a mistake. That's when the king walked toward him with his sons. The king smiled and said, "These gold coins belong to you." The farmer's eyes widened. The king continued, "You were the only one who understood your responsibility. Everyone saw the obstacle, but only you chose to remove it. And this is the lesson I wanted my sons to learn." He turned to his sons and said, "Obstacles in life do not come to block our path. They come to build our path. Every challenge we overcome makes us stronger, wiser, and more respected." The king's sons stood silently, their eyes filled with understanding. This lesson, this moment, was something no book could ever teach them. Every obstacle in your life has a purpose. Some people complain. Some wait for help. Some blame others. But only a few take responsibility and push forward. And those few, they find the hidden treasures of life: strength, growth, character, success. Your obstacles are not punishments. They are opportunities in disguise. If today's story touched your heart, take a moment and ask yourself, what rock in your life have you been avoiding? And what could happen if you finally decided to move it? Thank you for watching Relax Tales. Your support, your comments, your love, they push me forward every single day. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and comment. Your one comment motivates me to create even better stories for you. I'll see you again with another powerful story. Until then, keep moving your obstacles and keep building your path.